might be controversial, what I'm about to share, but I feel like many of you that watch my channel are, you know, my girlfriends, even though we've never met in person. But I feel like instead of me just sweeping this under the rug and not talking about this, I feel like I need to share this with my girlfriends. All right, so I was just getting ready for the day and I was looking at some of my products that I was starting to declutter, and I thought, you know, instead of just getting rid of these products, I should share with you guys my thoughts on them. And unfortunately, a few of these products, they're probably gonna be controversial because I know a lot of people, when they have a ride or die product, or if they see an ad after ad after ad after ad on a product, maybe they think it's a great product. Now, if something I share here is potentially your ride or die product, please don't get offended. This is just me sharing my thoughts as someone who tests a ton of skincare and makeup. And I don't know, I'm not really buying the hype on a lot of these ads that I see. And don't get me wrong, I might be an influencer or a YouTuber, whatever you want to call it, and I love to share products that work really well for me, but I'm a consumer also, and I fall for the hype and I buy products that I hear everybody rave about. These are a few products that I want to share. One of them has been my holy grail ride or die product for many, many years. And that's probably gonna be really controversial because I probably have about 10 to 15 videos raving about this product. And it's a product that I just really don't even buy anymore. And I'm gonna share with you why. But the very first product is the one that I held up in this thumbnail photo. This is by the brand Go Pure Beauty. This is their Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. I am seeing all over Instagram these before and afters, and I'm not saying that all the ads for this product are filtered, but I fell for the hype and I thought, and then I also had a lot of people saying, hey, will you try that neck cream that everybody's raving about? So of course I had to give it a go. Now I used most of this. I've got to say, this is probably the worst neck cream I've ever used in my entire life. Now I thought the price was great. It feels nice when it goes on, but it makes my neck feel so dry. In fact, after testing this just for 2 weeks, after 3 weeks, I used it for a good 30, 45 days, and then I just said, no more. I'm tired of looking like a turkey. It caused crepiness on my neck. Like, I never knew I had that kind of crepiness until I started using this neck cream. I find it to be so dehydrating and drying. I just find this to be horrible. Now, I'm not saying it's a horrible product because perhaps it works great for you, but it's a horrible product for me. And I don't know if I can believe the hype that I'm seeing in these ads. Now, if any of you guys have tried this, let me know. Is it like your life-changing, game-changing neck product? It does make me wonder when I see ad after ad after ad pop up, but I don't know. Leave me your thoughts down below. And again, I feel like this could be controversial because it's funny when I share something that I don't like, sometimes people get livid. For example, when I shared how I do not like La Mer cream and I even bought it, I spent the money to test it out, and I think it's horrible. And some people got really angry, like argumentative angry in the comments. So I just felt like, especially during this time where everybody's shopping with Black Friday sales, I thought, you know what? I have like a bin full of like probably 20 different items, but I don't want this video to be 2 hours long. So I thought I'm just gonna share 5 pretty popular products that I see, and hopefully if you were wondering my thoughts on them, not like my thoughts are the only thoughts in the world, but if you were wondering my thoughts, hopefully I can help save you some money. And now if you say, well, don't just share the negative, tell us something that you think would work for a good neck cream. You know, it's no secret, I share this one all the time. This is a brand new one that I just bought. The one I'm using is in my bathroom, but this is by the brand Dermelect. This is my all-time favorite neck cream, and it's super inexpensive. But for me, the ingredients in the Dermelect, I think they work much better than the ingredients that are in here. This one actually has ingredients that will help exfoliate on the surface, as well as adding loads of hydration and moisture. So if your skin's kind of looking dull and crepey and just textured, the ingredients that are in here are really great because it will help get rid of that textured, crepey, kind of loose, floppy looking skin. Now, of course, you're not gonna look like you had plastic surgery, but this really will make a big difference. This works better than any high-end luxury neck product that I've ever used. So for me, this one's my favorite, but you might have a favorite neck cream. So leave comments down below of what you might recommend. I'll pop another video up here if you want more information on it. And by the way, this brand, by the time this video goes up, it's going to be on a huge sale. Everything on their website is going to be up to 30% off. So I'll link all of their sale information down below. This is when I do most of my shopping, is when there's huge sales. And of course, everything is included on their website, including my all-time favorite Holy Grail face serum ever. This is my, if I could only choose one serum for my face for the rest of my life, it would be this serum by Dermelect. I have a ton of videos on this. This is still my all-time favorite, ride or die, Holy Grail. All right, I'm gonna get to the one that I think is probably gonna be really controversial or gonna shock many of you when I share it. But first, I wanted to share this product right here that I purchased. This is a sunscreen. It's called Bloom Effects Tulip Dew. This is their sunscreen serum, and the packaging is beautiful. It's this really pretty glass packaging. But I fell for the hype when I saw a bunch of influencers raving about this. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad product at all. In fact, I think it's quite beautiful when it's on the skin. But if you have normal to oily skin, or probably even if you have dry skin, unless it's super dry, I find this to be such an oily looking sunscreen. Now, you can just powder it down, but even if I do that, it's just like still super oily. Number one, the price, okay? Even when I went to buy it, I was like, do you really want to spend that much money on a sunscreen? If you wear sunscreen like I do, you will use something like this up within just a couple weeks. I forget how much this cost. I think it was like 60, 70 bucks, something like that. But I went ahead and bought it because I thought, well, people are raving about it. I gotta try it. Maybe it is really good. Here's the other thing. You have to really shake it like really, really hard before you use it. And even when I do that, these kitchen lights might be too bright, but let me just see if you can see. Oh yeah, it's doing it. Even when I do that, it's gonna run everywhere. Do you see how runny this is? It's literally dripping like water. It stays, this to me is not like a glass skin look. This to me is like oily skin. And it's wet feeling, and it stays wet like this on me. It just never dries down. But I just think that this is really a waste of money if you're investing this much in a sunscreen, and you probably would have to buy this every 2 weeks, every month if you're using the proper amount. So one that I think works even better, that feels super luxurious, but of course I'm always trying to help save you guys as much money as possible. This is super inexpensive. I share this all the time. I've shared this for so many years. This is by the brand Dermatology. So if you are looking for a beautiful tinted sunscreen that looks beautiful on pretty much everyone's skin tone, and it does give you that beautiful glow after you apply it, but it dries down, and instead of looking like you are a grease slick on your face, for me, it just gives me a really pretty glow, and it completely dries down. And in fact, it acts as a really nice makeup primer before I put on my makeup. The one thing that I love about it is it already has antioxidants, your hydrators, your moisturizer, and the sunscreen built in. So if I'm in a hurry after I wash my face in the morning, instead of using a bunch of other products and layering a 5, 10, 15 step skincare routine, I will only use this, and I'm able to skip serums, skip hydrators, skip moisturizers, and then of course this has the built-in sunscreen in it. So if you are looking at these fancy sunscreens, I would skip this and I would try something like this. And this, their Black Friday sale, I think is still going on, 30% off on this also. Now I'm gonna share the product that is probably super controversial, that might freak some people out by me sharing that I just don't even buy this anymore. It's not a bad product. It's just something I'm not that excited about anymore because I found something that is more affordable and works just the same, if not better. I'm just kind of bored with it. It's my City Lips. Now, many of you, if you watch my channel since day one, which what, 5, 6 years ago that I started YouTube, I was using City Lips before I even started YouTube. Probably 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, before anybody on YouTube was talking about it. And I have loved City Lips for the longest, but I don't know, the older I'm getting, I just don't, it's like my lips are used to it and I'm just not getting the results that I used to get. But not only that, I'm getting bored. All the shades that I have loved, they keep discontinuing them. So it just makes me not even want to try something else when they just keep discontinuing something that's my favorite. That is one of my most annoying things about City Beauty, their City Lips. I just have to say it. The other thing that is kind of, I don't want to say annoying, but it's like, where's the disclosures? I feel like in a lot of their ads, not other YouTubers like sharing, you know, City Lips is on sale, not that, but like their actual commercials that they do, their ads that pop up on Instagram, or, you know, the ads that you watch before one of these YouTube videos. I feel like and I could just be speculating, I feel like I see people that have lip fillers and then they're raving about this. And I don't see a disclosure at the bottom of the screen saying this beautiful lady has had so many units of lip filler. And so I feel like I would still be okay with that, but I just don't like when people, you know, it's not disclosed. That would be like me saying, you know, you can get this super smooth, tight forehead just from using this product right here. Well, that's not fully honest. So that's why I like to say, I get Botox in my forehead. I get it for migraines. I go in detail, I explain. And I'm not saying that I'm, you know, perfect or whatever, and I'm better than anyone. I just feel like if I see an ad, I want to know all the details. For example, if somebody's applying a mascara, but in the ad, they're using false lashes, sometimes you can see the small print that says single lashes or whatever were used on the outer corner, whatever. I appreciate that. But with some of the newer ads that I'm seeing with City Lips, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I feel like I'm seeing people that it appears, I could be wrong, it just appears to me that they have lip filler and then they're raving about how great this is. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't work if you have lip fillers. I just feel like it's kind of makes people think that their lips are gonna look huge like that from using the product. And then the other thing I have noticed in some of their ads, the before and after, if you look really closely, they're like making the person's head even bigger on the after versus, you know, making everything the same on their split face. And one side, if you actually look, the person's face is bigger, so of course it's making the after results look a lot bigger. So I don't know, I'm just things seem different over there. That's why I really haven't shared it for a while, because it's just been kind of getting on my nerves, to be quite honest. So I don't know, what are you guys' thoughts on that? And if you've been with my channel for a long time, you will know this has been like my ride or die lip product forever. But I don't know if it's getting in menopause or whatever it is, but my lips just are like, meh, they're not loving it when I put it on. I know someone's gonna ask, well, what do you use instead? There are 2 lip treatment products that I use that I like better than City Lips now, and I have shared this before. This is by Revision Skincare. That's what I have on my lips right now. I feel like I get more plumping with this. Now, this is also a thick product like City Lips, so if you hate that thickness in City Lips, then you're not gonna like this. This, to me, even stays on longer. I use this at night. I use this in the morning before I put on, you know, my lipstick or lip gloss or whatever. This really helps fill out a lot of the little wrinkles and crinkles in my lips. Now, it's not gonna look like I had filler. I'm not gonna look like Angelina Jolie or anything like that, but I just think this is a much better product. This is from an actual skincare brand. But the other thing is I think this is, even though it looks like a small tube, I love the applicator of this. It's got this little cold metal. This is actually a metal applicator. But the amount that's in here, it's either 2 or 3 times the amount that's in a City Lips. Like, I realize I will get a City Lips, and if I use it every day, it's pretty much gone in 2 weeks. And with this will last me about 2 to 3 months. This one to me is a much better value price per ounce, and I just like it better. Now, if you don't like that thickness of City Lips, or, you know, like I said, you're not gonna like this. But my other absolute favorite, I just placed an order, is, I'll pop it up on the screen, is this one from Dermatology. This one, I honestly thought I was not gonna like it. This is not sticky at all. It just feels like you have like a Vaseline or baby oil or something like that on your lips, but this is their sea balm for the lips. You guys, this is a phenomenal product. I've already gone through 2 of them, so I'm placing another order since they're having their 30% off. And it's, I think, like $10 or $11, but it is such an amazing product. And it actually does have a little bit of, not plumping, your lips don't tingle or anything like that, but I think because it's so hydrating, it helps plump up the lips. Also, it seems to bring like that pink, that life back to my lips as well. So at least that's another option if you are someone that, you know, you don't like City Lips. But again, it doesn't mean I'll never love City Lips again. I think maybe if they start coming out with better shades. Now, they did just come out with 2 brand new shades, but they're not brand new. The new red one, the holly berry, and the sparkly silvery one, those aren't new. About 12, 13, 14 years ago when I was using City Lips, those shades were available. I used to buy those back then. So I guess they just stopped making them, and now they brought them back. So for me, that launch was like, I've seen it years ago. I already knew about it. I want them to come out with some new, really pretty sheer, like plummy, purple, like really pretty shades that are just more popular. And I just feel like that they kind of are just slow to release colors that are kind of popular. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts on this. What do you think about City Lips? And what do you think about advertising when you see ads that perhaps could be enhanced with filter, or perhaps the person maybe has fillers in their lips or in their face or Botox, and you know, the person or the ad is not fully disclosing that. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? And again, these aren't things that I like stay up at night and lose sleep over. I'm not stressed about any of these. I mean, we're talking skincare and makeup, but since this is a beauty channel, that's what we're talking about today. Now I have one last product that I see ad after ad after ad after ad for. This product, I was ready to purchase it because these ads that I kept seeing nonstop, I mean, they got me. I thought, oh my gosh, I have to have that in my life. It's probably the most amazing product ever. But then the brand actually reached out to me, and they, you know, this is nothing against the brand. They were super nice. I am so appreciative when brands send me products for free to test out, but they reached out and asked if I wanted to try it. And of course I'm like, well, yeah, because I was about to purchase it. This is the Cure Skincare, this micro infusion kit. This is their micro needling system kit, and it comes with the serum and everything in it. So it's got this little container, and this is one of the needles. Let me just open this so you can see, because these really, see these little short needles. And that's pretty much what micro needling is. You are just basically stabbing your face or your skin, wherever you use it, with these really teeny needles. But it also comes with these little serums, and that you pour the serum in this device, screw it on, and then you are able to microneedle your face. And the idea of this really seemed nice, because a lot of those rollers, the derma rollers that you can purchase and use at home, those are not really good quality. I've seen them even at like the dollar store and TJ Maxx and stuff. I would never buy one of those. The only one that I know of is real needles is Gin Amber's. I actually see a lot of doctors raving about this as well, saying that, you know, if you don't want to do it in the office and spend that money, get this kit. But they say that after the first time using it, your skin's gonna be so glowy, it's gonna look beautiful, and then you're gonna wake up the next day and have like super tight, glowy, smooth skin. I didn't see any of that. I've used 4 of them now, and I stopped using it because this also made my melasma so much darker. If you have just regular hyperpigmentation, it's totally fine. But if you are like me and you deal with melasma is triggered by inflammation, by heat, by sun, by hormones, and the irritation that this can cause in the skin can make melasma darker. And in my case, it made my melasma a lot darker. I have taken some time to try to lighten that back up. But not only that, even if I didn't have melasma, I didn't notice any glowiness. I didn't notice anything different in my skin. It was, you know, a little pink afterwards, but the next day it didn't look like anything. In fact, I didn't use my all-time favorite exfoliating serum while I was using this, and I did not like the way my skin looked, because of course I didn't want to use something like this and then within a day or 2 or 3 use a really potent, powerful exfoliating serum like this. So I feel like stopping this product that is super affordable was horrible for my skin. This is not a cheap kit. So I'm not saying it's a bad kit at all. And again, I'm totally appreciative when brands send me products, but for my skin, this was horrible, and I personally cannot recommend it. For me, I feel like my skin looked worse. If my face is looking dull, you guys, I just shave my face. I shave my face usually like once a week. Sometimes I'm lazy, every 2 weeks. But once it gets to that 2nd week mark and I look in the mirror and I'm like, my face just kind of looks dull. It just doesn't look healthy and glowy. Then I look in a zoom in mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all that peach fuzz. I look like a chia pet on my face. And then I just shave my face with a super inexpensive men's razor. I will link this down below. I'll link everything down below if you're interested. You don't have to go and buy any of these products that I'm saying work great for me. I'm just sharing alternatives that I think work tons better for my skin. But if my skin is dull, shaving my face not only is gonna get rid of that peach fuzz, that vellus hair on my skin, and it doesn't grow back darker or thicker. Now, there are some conditions like PCOS, that's a different type of facial hair, but just the average person who has that white fuzzy hair, it doesn't grow back darker. But I just use a men's razor because not only is it taking off that hair, but it's also taking off any of that dead skin that's sitting on the surface that's just making my skin look dull. So next time, before you spend a ton of money and try some type of a device like this, I'm not saying don't buy it. If you want to buy it, go for it. But maybe try just shaving your face first. If you want to know more about how I shave my face, I have a couple videos. I'll pop one up here if you want to see in detail what I do before, after, and all that good stuff. But shaving my face, it will reveal the most glowy, beautiful skin. It looks like I came from a spa after I shave my face. Now, again, I said I was not using my all-time favorite Holy Grail exfoliating serum while I use the micro needling, because the last thing you want to do is to put an acid inside all of those little open needle marks on your face, and then now you have a whole other problem. But if my skin's looking dull, on a day that I'm not shaving and on a night that I'm not using my retinaldehyde or vitamin A, or if you use tretinoin, I will use this product. Now, I also will use this during the day if I'm not like going to a beach or something. And then of course I put sunscreen on. This is their Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum. And you literally get results in one use. And for me, when I first used it, it was probably 30 minutes after using it. I walked by a mirror and was like, whoa, who is that glowing goddess? I love this so much. I cannot stress to you how much I love this product. So I try to do everything really affordable, and my goodness, when I find something that is affordable and works like magic, I'm definitely gonna reach for something like this over a micro needle type device. All right, so I wanna hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Leave me your comments down below, whatever you wanna chat about. Or if you just wanna say hi, leave that comment down below. Or if you have any good recipes and you just wanna share maybe a Thanksgiving recipe down below, leave that. I love reading your comments. If you reply on the first or second day of one of my videos going up, 95% of the time I will reply back to you. I try my best to reply back to all of you guys because I really appreciate you watching my channel. I'm not just doing video after video, pushing out videos just to put videos up on YouTube. I actually really, truly enjoy interacting with you guys and getting to know you all. So please leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. And you know, if there's any other products on the market that I forgot. Now again, I have a bin of a bunch more probably controversial products, but if there's any other controversial products that are on the market that you're like, no, I have to warn you guys, don't try this, let me know in the comments down below. Number one, you're gonna help save me some money, but you'll hopefully help save other people some money as well. All right, so that's it for today. If you wanted to see another video on face shaving and how I shave my face and the products I use, I'm gonna pop another video up here if you wanted to click on that and check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.